Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Today we're going to be doing a Master of Mastery stream. We're going to be checking out Season 4 Reloaded's new weapon, or at least gun weapon. There's also the melee weapon that I still need to grind out. But the new gun weapon is a shotgun, and it's not good. I'm just gonna be straight out. It's not a good gun at the moment. I don't know. They might buff and nerf or whatever the hell in the future, and then it'll become amazing. But as of launch, it ain't great in my opinion. But it is a kind of solid. Like people were looking forward to it, which is kind of counter to what they usually do. Usually, like the popular weapon is the OP weapon for the first month of its release or so. But no, this one's kind of rubbish at the moment. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Reclaimer 18 or the Spaz 12 or whatever. I don't know, whatever it's called. I don't know my shotguns. I don't know my guns now at all. But yeah, the Reclaimer 18 was added to the game. It's the new shotgun. And as I said, not the best weapon in my opinion. Now, I do have a bit of a skewed perspective on this gun. I think there's two ways you need to handle this weapon. One is you need to consider building for the challenges, the Camo Challenges, and then you probably want a completely separate build that is your more viable Reclaimer 18 build if you plan on utilizing it beyond the Camo grind. But yeah, I would actually recommend having a very different build for the Camo grind than what you'd build for what you'd actually viably use this weapon. So let's go ahead and check out what the camos were and what needed to be done and why I think like that. So yeah, there's 4 base camos, 4 universal camos for you to unlock on all your other weaponry if you level up this gun and complete the camo grind on it. The first one is bugged out. Get the gun to level 2 and get 50 operator kills with it. That's pretty straightforward. Nothing too complex about that. He's looking at you. You want to get the gun to level 7. And then you want to get 50 hip fire kills with the weapon. So this is where you're going to start wanting to build your weapon differently from what it actually is good for. So with the Reclaimer, you actually want to build for aim down sights a little more heavily. And a lot of these challenges, I'm going to straight up say, like, this gun is kind of bad. It just is in core mode. It's very inconsistent, even when you build it for aim down sights or whatever. Even when you're building it right, it feels inconsistent and not great. So my suggestion is taking this gun into hardcore. If you have access to hardcore in multiplayer, that would be the place to grind out all the challenges. Just trust me on it. And now there's also something special about this weapon. It has 2 different firing modes. One is the pump action, where you had to pump and shoot. So it's a little bit longer, but has more range to it. And then you can also switch it to semi-automatic. Now, this isn't part of the attachments. This is just the fire modes that it has the in-game, where you can change the fire modes, right? So my suggestion for the Camo Challenges is consider building for hip fire a lot of the challenges. There are ADS challenges also, but heavily built for hip fire, play hardcore, and consider switching to semi-automatic, okay? But that's not how you want to actually play the shotgun to like maximize its potential. That's just to benefit a lot of the challenges in this game for it. So all the challenges in my head, you are probably going to want to do this route. Go into hardcore, build for hip fire, play the small map mosh pit just to make your life a little easier, hopefully shipment ideally, right? And switch to semi-automatic and utilize it that way, right? Sprint to fire and hip fire, like that's what you want to build it for, kind of thing. For the camo grind specifically. So yeah, that would obviously coincide with this challenge. He's looking at you. Then Azure Refract, you need to get the gun to level 10, and this one you want to get 10 ADS kills. Now, the reason I say stick with what I'm saying for the entire camo grind for this one is 10 ADS kills is not that bad. Whereas 50 like hipfire kills, it will be a little bit more time consuming, right? So even this one, I'd be like, yeah, just do it in hardcore the same way that I'm suggesting it, right? Then do not worry, get the gun to level 15. And this one, you want to get 10 double kills with the weapon. Again, even though this is obviously possible in core mode, the gun isn't great. It just isn't. And you will just significantly be alleviating headache by just doing this in hardcore. You can just, if you get into shipment, you'll knock this out so fast in hardcore, right? Especially, again, if you're building for hipfire and you've got that semi-automatic and blah, 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 right? So yeah, again, all these challenges, just do it, make your life easier, right? Again, it's not the way you want to build the gun, though. Now, you complete the base camo challenges, you'll unlock the Gilded Challenge, and this one requires you to get 2 operator kills shortly after sprinting in 1 life 10 times. Again, hardcore shipment or something, just run around and, like, again, if you built your gun for sprint to fire and hip fire and all, you'll just be blasting away, right? So just do that, get it out of the way. It's up to you, build it however you want. But I just found this gun not to be great and really painful in core mode. And these challenges just benefit from, I would just try to get them knocked out as fast as possible if you are interested in completing the camo grind on this gun. Once you completed the Gilded Camo Challenge and you have 3 Gilded Camo Challenges completed with shotguns, you'll unlock the Forged Challenge. And this one requires you to get 2 operator kills within 10 seconds of each other 15 times. Again, on shipment and all, this will happen really often, a lot. And again, just do hipfire build and all that in hardcore, and you'll be sorted pretty quickly on it. Shouldn't be too much trouble. The problem with right now, it's like, I think shipment isn't like in hardcore, there's the streakless Rustment playlist, right? So in Rust, the hipfire build and all is not great. It's not good. And I would even say the gun's not great in hardcore also, even with the hipfire build. It can be inconsistent, but it just makes life a little bit easier. Maybe lobby shop for shipment and stuff like that, right? Once you completed the Forge Camo Challenge and you have 36 Forge Camo Challenges completed, you'll unlock Priceless for this weapon. And this one, again, requires you to do 10 hipfire kills while strafing. Now, I did kind of check this while I was doing this challenge yesterday, and it looks like in the game, it's still not counting forward and back strafes. So it's side-to-side strafes is what counts usually for this challenge. So just make sure you're moving side to side when hip firing. And again, like I said, hardcore, build the gun for like hip fire, use the semi-automatic mode in hardcore specifically, and just make your life a little easier, a lot easier. Because trust me, especially for these hip fire challenges, this gun is really bad in core mode. Whether using pump action or semi-automatic, it is very, very bad. So just make your life easier, like I said. Hardcore, semi-automatic, built for hipfire, and this is just specifically for the camo grind. And I'll get to that when we get to the build. But once you completed the mastery grind on this weapon and you have 36 priceless camo challenges completed, Interstellar will unlock for this gun. So yeah, that is the camo grind. Like I said, build very specifically for the camo grind and maybe consider hardcore shipment if that's an option. Hip fire, sprint to fire is the build you want to go. Semi-automatic is the fire mode you want to set to. That being said, though, for my build, when I actually built this gun, I built it for what it should be actually good for. So I was just like miserable grinding out this gun, so I didn't even bother building the hipfire build, even though I was playing in hardcore. And I do regret that a little bit. I sort of built the gun the way it should be utilized because the gun is better used when you're aiming down sights, okay? Now, it's still inconsistent. It's still kind of rubbish. And unfortunately, I don't even know if this is a good build because I got so frustrated with the gun, like right off the bat, right? That even though I built correctly for the weapon, I just refused to take this into core mode. I just jumped into like hardcore shipment and tried to knock out the challenges as fast as I can. So I've built correctly for the way the gun should be used, but not built it correctly for the camo grind. Okay? So this build, I'm kind of actually interested in taking this into the regular maps and seeing how it plays out. Now, the way I've built it is I'm hoping to take advantage of aiming down sights with it, not hip firing with it as much. And I'm hoping to probably stick with the pump action on it. From what I understand, the semi-automatic does mess up the ranges a little bit, and it's not quite as valuable. And also, Exclusive just broke it down. Also, the pellet spread and stuff is much looser, like it's more spread out in semi-automatic when you aim down sights specifically. Whereas in the pump action, when you're aiming down sights with it, it tightens up the pellet spread. Whereas in hipfire, the semi-automatic I think is a little bit tighter in hipfire and tack stand spread. Whereas this one is tighter only on ADS spread, right? When you have it in pump action. So I'm actually interested in taking this build in as a pump action build for the shotgun while utilizing these attachments. Because like I said, I built it what I thought would be the ideal way of building the gun, but I didn't utilize it properly when camo grinding because I got so frustrated with the weapon being so bad, in my personal opinion. Okay. Again, I suspect they might buff or change things around with this gun, but I have no clue. Maybe it is an intended way of functions of the weapon. Crown breaker choke, tighter pellet spread, and hip fire and tack stand spread boost. The choke is the one thing I question. I'm not totally certain which is the best choke for this weapon. I know there's one that increases range and stuff like that, but I just don't know which is the better one. And, even though I'm going to probably avoid hip firing the gun, having a little bit of benefit to that tighter spread and all is probably a wise thing to have, right? So I thought this would be a decent option. The Discourager 900 heavy barrel, 2 ammo capacity, bullet velocity and range, a recoil control, gun kick control at the cost of reload quickness, sprint to fire speed, tactical sprint speed, and sprint speed. This does add a lot of range to it adds a little bit of extra range to its thing, so I did find it useful. The 1 milliwatt quick fire laser for aim down sight speed. So this is like a non-visible laser that will hopefully boost the ADS a little bit. The Hinge LAF light stock, I don't know. Aim walking speed, hip fire and tack stand spread, crouch movement speed at the cost of recoil control, gun kick control, and aiming idle sway. The Haste 15 grip tape, tack stand spread, sprint to fire speed at the cost of flinch resistance. So yeah, this is the build I got for it. Like I said, I built it theoretically like that this is how you'd want to use the gun, but I haven't actually used it properly. Like I said, I got so frustrated I ended up taking it to like hardcore and just trying to knock out the challenges and couldn't even be bothered to build it for hipfire. So this is theoretically the way I'd want to use the gun, but not the way I'd want to tackle the camo grind, right? This is the stats for the weapon in case you're interested. Movement speed at 5.1 m-s. So yeah, now I don't know whether I should do this in the small map mosh pit or go into the regular quick play. I feel like shotgun on regular quick play, there'll be a lot of maps that won't be very good. And yet I feel like this gun is not particularly great at very close range either. It's kind of like a mid-range shotgun, like where it excels the most. So some of the small maps might be decent, but like it also gets very chaotic and close range. So I'm gonna stick with quick play. Look, I'm not gonna be good with this shotgun. I'm just gonna straight up say it. If I do good with it, praise be, man, or whatever, right? Because this is, in my opinion, a rubbish weapon. But I do want to see its potential on regular maps. I just don't think the potential is going to be like all that impressive. I just think it'll be better than what I went through during the grind of it. But I just still don't think, like I said, just stick with hardcore for the grind, the camo grind of it. Just stick to hardcore, man, and shipment, ideally. But beyond that, I just don't see myself being too interested in this weapon. Like, there's no way this map's gonna be any good for this shotgun. Spore Yard. God, I'm already regretting this. I'm already regretting. I certainly don't want to repeat the intro either, man. God. I think I should just go into the small map mosh pit, man. It's not good close range either. I just don't think it's that good close range. It becomes really inconsistent. Like, even when you're aiming down sights, dude, in close range, and you like feel like you're hitting center mass, you still might not get a one-shot kill with it. It's really weird, man. The camos are cool on it, though. Ah, you little dork. Dude, how does that not kill, man? I was behind cover, man. Jeez, this game, dude. Hey. It does play a little bit more the way it should, but I mean, it's still rubbish. See, even in the small map mosh pit, things like Rust and all, like, I don't think this gun will play well, like, even in core mode. And hardcore is also awful, too. Let's just stick with these regular maps. Maybe we'll get some maps where you can sneak around a little bit and pull off, like, something with it, man. The camos are cool on it. That much is for sure.
Target area. Target area located. Secure the hard point. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint compromised. Next hardpoint. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. UAV online. We have taken the lead. Enemy UAV active. We secured the lead. Point compromised. Secure the area. Friendly UAV on station. Hardpoint relocated. Stand by. Friendly mosquito deployed. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemies taking the lead. Enemy operator. Hardpoint. UAV in the area. Confirming next target. Stand by. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Oh god, okay. You shouldn't have to hit so many pellets when you're like fucking. This gun's so shit, dude.
Friendly UAV on station. Enemy UAV active. Hardpoint relocated. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile UAV in the area. Target area updated. Move to the
It forces you to do all this like nonsense, man, and it just doesn't freaking like reward you like properly for it.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemy UAV active. Confirming next target. Compromised. Secure the hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the friendly UAV on station. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile UAV in the area. Friendly cluster mine deployed. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Enemy hard.
Got you covered. Engaging.
Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. Secure the area. Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Enemy UAV active. Friendly mosquito active. Enemies inside the perimeter. Friendly UAV online. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
This gun's just rubbish, dude. The way you play it, like you have to play it. It's so shit, dude.
Mission failed. Return to
Nah, it's midday. Azure. Dude, if it's this again, I'm just gonna go to small map mosh pit. I'm not playing these maps, dude. It's the... I'm just backing out of this, dude. I don't want to play this map. Dude, why? Forget it. I'm just gonna play small map mosh pit. Forget this, man. This is so... No, we'll play... Okay. We'll play the regular maps, but I'm gonna cherry pick some of them. If it's shit, we're backing out. But we'll play small map. We'll play small map mosh pit for the mastery camos. So like 2 more games on the regular thing. I got the feel for the gun. It's okay when you aim down sights, but like it's more trouble than need be. And it's incredibly inconsistent, making it not the most reliable weapon to use and not the most practical. But it's not like, it is awful. And it is awful. I was gonna say it's not awful, but it is. It is. Like, why would you use this? Why would you use this in comparison to anything else? I do think they'll probably change things around with it. It's gotta get changed around a little bit. This map I can move around a little bit, but the ranges are ridiculous. I don't know. Don't think it'll be great, but fuck it. It's such a pain to use too, man. The camos are really cool though. They are good, man. This is going to be a waste of time. This map was... I should have backed out of this. This is not a shotgun map.
UAV orbiting the UAV is being refueled. RTB at this time. Time is half over. Maintain the lead. Hostile cluster mine active.
Enemy kill streak marked.
Dude, where the teammate? I thought teammate was.
Hostile mosquito is online.
He's dropped here.
The enemy's taken the lead. We've lost half the field. Fight back.
See, like sometimes you get those one shots, man, like at pretty good ranges. And then other times you get shit all for it, dude. And then the hip fire is absolute rubbish, dude. I just wasted my time with this map. I should have just. We're just gonna go to small map mosh pit. Like it's not good there either, but at least something can be done in it. This, like, you can't do anything on most of these maps, dude, with this gun. What are you supposed to do with it? I might just back out of this after a few more deaths. Like, there's just nothing you can do with it on this map. It's such a huge waste of time. What did I get stuck on there?
Counter UAV is being fuel.
Enemy sniper.
10 seconds remaining. The mission is complete. Good work.
Dude. Fucking hell, dude. I'm so like stressed playing this shitty gun, dude. Fucking the tension. Trying to get anything going with it. I still think small map is a bad idea because I'll just get slaughtered. And the gun's too slow. You can sort of pick off one person if you sneak up properly and you get lucky with like whatever the hit randomness on it is. But more than one person, it's like, dude, this is gonna be... We'll do one more regular map. Rust is not a good map for this gun either. There's too long ranges, and it doesn't stretch that far. Like, dude, even in hardcore, whenever I got Rust, I'd get slaughtered. Like, it's just not a good experience. Meat might be okay. I played regular playlists. They just randomly put me on these two maps. Right? This is not small map playlist. I guess this will give me a taste whether I do want to go to small map or not. Come on, that... Huh? This map is sort of worked out, but like shipment and all, it'll be a slaughter fest on me. Like I won't be able to. Like I'd get kills, but like I feel like I don't know, man. Too many of the small maps. Like meat was probably the best of the lot to get for this weapon. Let's just stick with regular playlist, man. Shit. I honestly wasn't even gonna do this stream because I hated this gun so much. It was like so miserable grinding it out. The reason I'm doing it is because, like I said in my intro, I think the build that you want for the camo grind is very different from the build you want to actually use with this gun. And this is the build you'd actually want to use, but it's not what you'd want to use for the camo grind. What is up with this scrapyard fucking play? Like, dude, they spam scrapyard so hard. I've actually come to hate the map now. Like, I dread it whenever it comes, and it comes so often, dude. And just backing out. Forget it. Small map mosh, but it is. Or maybe let's do a game of Bit Party. Actually, like, Bitvela might be a good map for the shotgun. It'll be fun also. With the, like, modifiers and stuff. Possibly. Like, the other thing is, because you want to aim down sights with this gun, you actually want to play it slow, which is like counter to the way you'd want to play a shotgun, right? Like, you want to be like pre-aiming like a corner, like hiding behind a corner and pre-aiming it kind of thing, right? Like, or some nonsense. As opposed to rushing with a shotgun and just kind of like going wild with it. You don't want to do that with this gun. And oh, why, man? The hell is everything about this game, man? Like, it feels like it just pushes you to like being a camp, you little dork, dude. Like the Sentinel wiener. This map's cool though, man. I like it. They did a good job with it.
Team, deathmatch. The enemy comes to us. Eliminate them. We've taken the lead.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me, right? This is what I mean. This gun's so shit, dude. It's just so shit. What the fuck?
We've taken the lead.
Can you jump up this? No.
The enemy's taken the lead. We've lost the lead.
This is a great map, actually. They've done a really good job with it.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile. Finish it.
What the fuck? I was trying to mantle over the thing, dude. Come on. So I think the jump things in this is kind of irritating.
Hostile UAV in the area. Falling behind. Get moving. Hostile care package. Hostile cluster mine detected.
Visual on X-ray. Right behind you.
Mission compromised. We failed.
You know, I can't believe they haven't added the strain thing, the strain event, to multiplayer properly. That's been the biggest shocker. They've got it in like zombies and like Warzone, but like they don't have it in regular multiplayer. That's mind-boggling. All right, let's do small map. What's in? Dude, those aren't bad maps for the shotgun. Yeah, let's do a game of this. Yeah, the altered strain event. You can't even complete it in this mode, like in multiplayer. That's ridiculous. To lock the paid, like multiplayer is the paid portion of the game. You should absolutely be able to complete or work on that challenge without having to play specifically the mutation playlist. I presume the mutation playlist has the strains. I presume. But I don't know. Dude, if I wanted to play Incline, wouldn't it have been better off that I just played on like the Incline 24/7 playlist? Why is this map even in this playlist at the moment? Problem with Bitvelo is it's so bright it actually kind of like starts straining your eyes if you play on it too much, I feel. Like even just one game is like a lot, man, in my eye. Opinion.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
How the fuck did that happen, dude?
Updated. Move to the cluster mine detected.
I meant to ping it, I didn't mean to throw.
We've lost the lead. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the
Oh, fuck, I forgot. Come on.
enemies inside the perimeter. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the hardpoint relocated.
This is such a shit gun, dude.
Cruise missile deployed. Enemy Overwatch Hero inbound. Secure the enemies inside the perimeter. Changing mag. Secure the area.
Dude, why is this gun so trash, dude? That shouldn't be a hit marker, dude.
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by. Hostile cluster mine active. Hostile cluster mine detected. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
This map is trash, dude. There's just too many like little headies that people just sit there on. And this is like the meta of this map. And then you're like locked into this area, like you can't move anywhere else.
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Ground. Push them back. Enemy UAV active. Hardpoint relocating. Secure the target area. Hostile mosquito is online. Inside the perimeter. Hostile cluster mine active.
Loading fresh mag.
Look at that spot, dude. And this just funnels you into that, dude. It's like really stupid. I'm telling you, this map is just not good. Like, people digging it is just stupid.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. Hostile IMF active. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Jesus Christ, dude. What is this? That
Friendly cruise missile approaching target. Friendly UAV on station. Hardpoint relocated. Stand by.
if this had a better hip fire, I'd understand like the thing, but it having such a bad hip fire,
Secure the target area.
and like the ADS being so inconsistent, it's like, dude, what is this gun even doing? What are you supposed to do with this trash, dude?
Deploy the counter UAV. Enemy UAV active. Hardpoint.
That guy absolutely should have killed him, dude. He must be using this shotgun on there.
Hostiles deployed the mosquito. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint. Hostile cluster mine active. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Alright, let's just do small map now. Enough. This nonsense. Trying to make this gun work. It didn't work. There's nothing that I could do that made this like worth using. I looked into the unstable rift stuff. I don't want to do it. Just the fact that these things can get stolen, you do all this work to get it, you're sitting in this freaking like lobby for like 45 minutes or something, you know, trying to find those like obelisks or whatever the crap it is, only to have the like unstable rift stolen from you. It's so stupid, dude. It's so stupid. I mean, I presume if you join up with a group that is actively doing it, wouldn't be too much of an issue to like complete it. But the whole like aspect of like anyone can jump in and steal it from you, this is so stupid. And when they did the like announcement for the unstable rift, they definitely made it sound like multiple rifts would open over the course of the game. So it wouldn't just be a single rift that you could activate and open up. It was definitely like announced as multiple rifts would open up, so there would be multiple opportunities, but it was first come, first serve, right? I'm not interested. Plus the camos not carry forward and all that. More trouble, more headache than need be. I'll wager if I wait like a month or jump in next season while like whatever the story thing is, it'll be a lot easier. What the fuck? You got couldn't turn.
Target area located. Secure the hard point. Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Dude, I already don't want to play this map. Forget it. Let's just go back to regular maps. I knew instantly small map would be too much rushing, and you don't want to run around with this gun because like it's just shit. Fuck it. Let's just suffer through regular maps and get it over with. You gotta play it too slowly. And even if you like, I've boosted up sprint out time and all, but like hipfire is rubbish. So the ADS is what you need also. It's just so shit, dude. It's so shit. Like, I'm actually very curious if they've even bothered releasing the bundle to sell the like, purchasable unlock for this weapon. And my guess is they still haven't bothered because they know no one's gonna waste their money on this trash ass gun. They'll buff it in a week or two, and then they'll release the unlock bundle. The blueprint bundle for this weapon. Or maybe they have, I don't know. I genuinely don't know if this was the intended state of this gun, because it's so bad, dude. Maybe we'll do a game of shipment hardcore, run around with it. It's still ass, but at least, you know. Some shotgun, like.
All hostiles on site need to be eliminated.
I'm not saying it should be like super OP or anything, but it should be usable, man. And this gun is just not usable. Dude, I put 3 pellets aim down sights at that dude. Like 3 shots.
Hostile deployed a mosquito. Enemy UAV active.
Dude, this shouldn't be this bad. There's nothing that benefits it to make it this. Like, the ADS range is too inconsistent to like make it like this bad, dude.
Hostile mosquito is online. Hostile cluster mine detected. Hostile UAV in the area.
I know it was a little to the side of him, but that still should have been.
Mosquito. Ground. Push them back. Friendly mosquito active.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Stand by.
Jeez.
UAV active.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO. Running interference.
Why did teammate run away, man? Jeez.
Enemy spotted.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Jeez. That shouldn't have needed 2 shots, man. Again.
Counter UAV is returning to base.
Enemy UAV active.
That is the only benefit. Like the range, dude. That finally worked out at least a little bit. Yeah, let's do a game of hardcore rustment. This is what I did when I didn't even bother changing the build. So this is not exactly the build I'd want for this mod, but at least we'll do a game of it, I guess. Let's go lightweight. We don't need ghost. Depending on what the let's do this tack mass. Right. Oh my god, they took it off. Those little bastards. Oh my god, streakless rustment was here and they removed it. Oh my god, I guess I got lucky grinding it out yesterday because it was apparently not supposed to be there. But streakless rustment, they had left it from the previous season. They hadn't added the new shit. Oh my god. Don't grind this gun out until you get a shipment playlist in hardcore. Don't waste your time. God, I can't believe they took it out too, man. Jeez. That's actually cruel. Even in streakless rustment, rust was awful, right? So you still needed a fish for shipment. But now you'll be shipping, fishing for shipment in like the small map mosh pit at best. I don't know if that's a good idea. We're not doing rust. I'm backing out of this shit. It's rust. Nah, whatever. I'm done with this gun. Who cares? Who cares? No, rust is a bad idea. There's too many ways to get to spots where this gun is just not even usable. You can't get people off. And if your teammates don't do anything about it, which these teammates won't do anything about it. Those were really low rank idiots. If they get to the top of the tower, and if your teammates aren't bothering to take them out, you can't do anything with this gun to take them out. You'll have to luckily get your nade up there or something and hope. And if your teammates aren't supporting in that, it's you're done for, dude. You're just walking around target for them. Or even if they get halfway, even the halfway point, that's enough to do you damage if you're running around with this weapon. Especially if your teammates aren't able to take them out. I honestly think the only map this gun's been questionable, I'm okay, sort of worked out, was meat. I do think, well, actually this map might be decent. The stash house. That was one that I would have fished for in the small map mosh, but if I had got it. Good thing I guess we got it on the regular playlist. I still think the gun is super campy though. If you want to go positive with it, you need to slow your movement around and just be campy with it and play cheesy with it. Unless your enemies are really incompetent. If they're even semi-competent, it's not really a good idea to be running around too much with it. Dude, there's so much fucking particle effects. That is center mass, man. Aim down sights, good. In correct range, man, too.
Cluster mine detected. Enemy UAV active.
See, if there's something that made this a little bit more consistent, man, I'd be like, okay, man. Dude, how is this guy getting away with this lying down nonsense? It didn't even hit market the dude, man.
Hostile airstrike near your location.
Where is this guy shooting from, man?
UAV active. Friendly mosquito deployed. Mission compromised. We've failed.
Yeah. Shipment, I mean, this stash house meat. Core mode works out, I guess. Can make it work. I mean, I guess I didn't really make it work. But it's good enough, man. I know. Like, I can see myself making it work in this now. Yep. Reclaimer 18, probably the most dog shit weapon they've added to the game in its current state. Is this like, dude, why is it turning? I'm almost positive that is. Oh man, no way I'm gonna do this. Looks like, 1 minute, there's no way my drift is that bad, dude. Really? Fuck it. Let's just. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend this gun to anybody. Don't waste your time with it. I would definitely suggest if you're desperate for the camo grind, wait for hardcore shipment. That's the only map that you should bother like with for the camo grind. And build it differently. Don't build it like this. Build it for like hipfire, like, and use the semi-automatic thing and all that. Again, I say that, and I'm telling you, like the semi-automatics significantly worse in core mode. So maybe, I don't know, whatever, man. If you like the gun, good for you, man. I don't. It's just not good. It's not a good gun, in my opinion. And that's saying it the way it is currently. I'm almost positive this gun's going to get buffed. I'm almost positive it'll get a buff. And I'm almost positive some idiot's going to come and be like, no, the gun's really fucking good. You're an idiot. Get good. It's like, no, you probably just didn't try out the gun the way it is right now. Because if you try it the way it is right now, you'll realize this gun's ass. You had to play really slowly. Like, in that in the stash house map, even though we were really, like, I was getting really close to the enemies, I was still trying to aim down sights and stuff like that. That's because the hipfire is that bad. Like, it's that bad. This is joining, dude. Oh, Gunner. What's up, Gunner? How you doing? Just give me a second. We'll play a little bit if you want. Just give me 1 second. Ah, nice to see Gunner here, man. Jesus, it's been a bit, man. I've been wondering what's happened to him. So yeah, I just wouldn't recommend the gun to anybody. It's just not good. I tried, man. Like, we got, like, I think 1 game positive, a couple of games, like, broke even, and the rest were, like, negative, but not super negative. I don't know. It's, like, close, I guess. I kept it close. In the regular maps, like, again, if you play slow, you play corners and stuff like that, you probably have some success with this gun. But is that how you want to play the shotgun? That's the question, right? It's probably not. You want to run around, you're going to like hip fire, you want to be on the move with it and all. This is like, dude, why would you want to camp some like tight corner waiting for someone to push you and then you'll get 1 kill and then you have to run somewhere else? You know? It sounds stupid. The gameplay sounds stupid. It is stupid with this gun. And yeah, I just wouldn't recommend. Like I said, if you want to do the camo grind, do what I suggested if you want to make your life easier. You're going to take your own route, that's fine. I'm not like going to hold you to like, I'm not saying, oh, I'll do exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, for me, jumping into hardcore, just doing a hipfire build, going semi-automatic, trying to like fish for shipment, that just made the camo grind bearable. And I just don't see myself using this shotgun. Even if they buff it, man, like, it needs a lot of work with the buff. So are they going to do the buff that it requires? Probably not. Like, it needs to be more consistent with its like aim down sights 1 shot for sure. Like, it cannot be like, you cannot be point blank ranges aiming down sight and it's still not giving you the 1 shot. Like, it being so like finicky with like, if you haven't hit every single pellet, you're not going to get that 1 shot or something. It needs, dude, you need to be like, it's a shotgun. If you like point blank ranges, you should be hip firing 1 shots, no problem, right? And even that is inconsistent. Like, there's a very limited range where you can hip fire 1 shot and still get away with it. Yeah, whatever, man. I think the shotgun was a bit of a like kind of indication of like what I think the season 4 Reloaded update ended up feeling. Like, it's a lot on the mid. I think by far the shotgun is the worst of the season 4 Reloaded items, but there's a lot of like the season 4 Reloaded that's like, I'm like, this is not that great. It looked better on the surface than it ended up being. And unfortunately, this was probably like the centerpiece that kind of spoke to that level. They'll buff it though. I'm pretty sure they'll buff it. It's not a good gun, but they will buff it. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to do bonus section. I want to grind out the sledgehammer. So maybe we'll play small map mosh pit with Gunner here. And we can enjoy that together. while I run around with the melee weapon. So yeah, maybe we'll do the massive masteries like today itself for the sledgehammer if I can knock it out quick enough. We shall see. But that'll be a separate stream. Bonus section will just be grinding a little bit. Take care. Bye. Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, probably the worst gun in the game at the moment. It is awful. It was miserable, and I didn't enjoy running shotguns, and this is probably the worst of the lot at the moment.